Most of them should look similar to this. So usually realize that, I'll show you, I'm going to slide over to this other area. They don't give you all a whole spleen. So you're going to find a torn area. That's a torn area. So if you want to see the capsule around it, this is part of the lymphatic system. It's one of the organs rather than the tissue, so it has connective tissue around it. This is all red pulp. This, where you see it usually looks a little pinkish, is the connective tissue where the trabecular arteries are moving into the spleen. Well, this filters what? Blood. So you've got a big blood supply to it. So you're going to have big trabecular arteries and trabecular arteries moving in. And then they divide into smaller little arteries that move through the white pulp. So the purple with the germinal center, this is white pulp, this is red pulp. This is where you're going to have many red blood cells, sinusoids, macrophages, lymphocytes within this area. Big concentration of lymphocytes, a lymphoid nodule. You can see there's not connective tissue around it. It sort of disperses out. The trabecular artery divides into what's called the central artery. It comes through the white pulp, and then it opens up into sinusoids and drains through the red pulp, and then it's collected by trabecular veins, and then it goes back out the splenic vein back to the hepatic portal system. So I think it's more the coloring. So the germinal center of a lymphoid nodule, and in the spleen, this lymphoid nodule is called the white pulp. Think white blood cells. That's what you find here. So the coloring can throw you off. The rest of it is the red pulp. So the bulk of the spleen is the red pulp. These are the little, and it's not always right in the very center. These are the central arteries that are bringing the blood in and then dispersing it in the red pulp. And then I just said I had trabeculi on it. That's a connective tissue that comes into the spleen, and that's the blood vessels follow that connective tissue. So I have that on your list, but I'm not going to ask it on the lab practical. But that's what you're seeing, all those blood vessels coming in or veins leaving from the spleen. But what you need to know is red pulp, the white pulp, the little central artery. Any questions on that? All right, so if you've got it, then